please stand to welcome the Delta High School class of 2017. Remain standing while the U.S. Navy Sea Cadets present the American flag and our ASB President Sanjay Philip leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Good evening. I would like to welcome you to the 5th annual commencement exercise for Delta High School and the Delta class of 2017. Before I take a few minutes to address our graduates, we need to take a moment to thank each of you that made today possible. Families, thank you first and foremost for providing support and guidance from that first day of kindergarten to today. Friends, thank you for your kindness and your caring, which remind us to think of others before ourselves. Teachers and staff, thank you for your service in preparing the next generation of young people for college, career, and citizenship. And finally, graduates, thank you for your hard work, your commitment, and your perseverance to reach today. Graduates like you, I have done some growing up over the past 4 years. You had the opportunity, shall we say, to be my principal guinea pigs. I do recall that your freshman year was a little rough for all of us, but when I asked a few of you what I should talk about today, you said, let's just forget about freshman year. So as we think about your sophomore, junior, and senior years, I reflect that somewhere in that time, you matured into the young women and men I see before me today. I too have matured into the principal you see before you today, with a few more wrinkles, but many good memories of the class of 2017. I hope today you take with you good memories too. You are among the last Deltonians that experienced our Richland campus, the joy of tumbleweeds tater tots at lunch, and the mud pit that we called our lawn. You are among the first Deltonians that experienced the excitement of moving into our new building with the beautiful classrooms, windows, and a dining hall with an actual kitchen and more than 3 tables. Like the Deltonians that came before you and the Deltonians that come after you, I hope today you take good memories with you. I hope you take with you knowledge in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and of course the humanities. I hope you take with you a plan for reaching your future career. I hope you take with you an understanding of the importance of service to others. And perhaps closest to my heart, I hope you take with you the value of being part of a family. For you see, as a Deltonian, you belong to something bigger than yourself. And yet you, each and every little old you, have had a measurable effect on that bigger something which we call Delta High School. Whether that was through helping a club to grow, which created leadership opportunities for future students, through inspiring a staff member who maybe learned something from working with you that will help another student in the future, through connecting with a community member who might offer an internship to a future Deltonian, or helping a peer through a tough project, class, or year, allowing them to reach their own potential in the future, you have made a difference. So today, Delta class of 2017, congratulations on your graduation. I hope as you go out into the world, you will remember to think differently, because you will always be a Deltonian. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our Gold Award speaker, Sanjay Philip. Mr. Phillip earned a cumulative GPA of 3.899 and will be attending Whitworth University this fall to pursue a degree in biochemistry or biology before attending dental school. Please join me in welcoming Sanjay Philip.
Hey, Deltonians. It seems like just yesterday, we all started on this amazing journey. I remember that first day. We all got crammed together like pieces of a mismatched jigsaw puzzle. I think I can say, although I'm extremely biased, I was the most awkward freshman that year, maybe even the next year. It definitely took me a while, but with the help of my friends, all of you seated here before me, I am the leader I am today. And I know everyone here has made a similar pilgrimage over that bumpy road to adulthood. I look around at my fellow peers today, and I see my family. These incredibly unique individuals have made it through thick and thin, and the last 4 years we have spent together have shaped us all so incredibly well to understand who we are. But the journey is far from over. We will have the rest of our lives to explore, to travel, to learn, and to teach. And as we exit this familial school atmosphere, I can't emphasize to you enough just how important it is to be true to yourself and to embrace true independence. High school has by far been the most incredible 4 years of my life. I love Delta and the memories we've created at our school. Whether we're laughing at Derek's picture in the back of our calculator sophomore year, or seeking each other for emotional support after our traumatizing ARG projects. But it's important to not just remember the past, but to act on those memories. They're not just bottled up in your treasure chest buried underneath the sand. They're as much a part of you as the happiness you imagine for yourself. There's a quote from George Bernard Shaw that I've lived by for the past 3 years. We are made wise not just by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. As your ASB president, and simply as a leader, it is my inherent duty to inspire you, to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and to become more. I challenge you all to start the next year, looking forward, knowing that you're something different, something new and evolved, a driving force that can impact real change with your own unique personalities. As opera singer Joyce Didonato once said, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, right here, right now, in this single, solitary, monumental moment in your life, is to decide, without apology, to commit to the journey and not to the outcome. For some of us, that journey might be at college, in the military, or at trade school. For some of us, that might mean just enjoying the opportunities life presents and taking advantage of your full potential. So when you walk out those big double doors today and embrace the sunlight or moonlight and feel that incredible joy and fear and sadness all mixed into one giant mess, I hope that you will remember that even if you don't go on to cure cancer or spend your spare time beating up villains while wearing a cape, you have all made a difference here. I know it, your teachers and friends know it, and your family knows it. So, congratulations, class of 2017, and go Triangles.
Thank you, Sanjay. Before I introduce our next speaker, I would like to recognize Tamara Dorashuk, who was our Silver Award winner this year. Toma earned a cumulative GPA of 3.897. Great job, Toma. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Daphne Euler. Ms. Euler is ranked 3rd in the Delta class of 2017, achieving a cumulative GPA of 3.85. Ms. Euler will be attending the University of Washington, Bothell this fall, pursuing a degree in mathematics before attending medical school. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Daphne Euler.
Congratulations to the class of 2017. We did it. The journey to get to this point has not been easy, but the countless hours of hard work have led up to this moment. While this is a day to celebrate, this is also a day to look back and recognize those who have helped us along the way. Without our support team, comprised of mentors, teachers, advisors, families, parents, friends, and office staff, we would not be walking across this stage today. On behalf of my fellow classmates, thank you to all of the office staff at Delta. From helping us gather important documents for college to organizing Thursday morning announcements, you have all been extremely helpful. To our mentors, who expanded our career options and provided us with an opportunity to work in a field of our academic interest, thank you for allowing us to grow professionally, to network, and to gain useful skills, and for being flexible with our schedules, taking the time to teach us new concepts, and supporting us every day. Thank you to our teachers for providing us with projects in which we could express our creative passions. From creating a movie our freshman year and building a sumo robot, to participating in scientific, engineering, and written communication senior projects. Thank you for preparing us for college and the real world. Thank you for showing us how to be successful through money management and mock interviews, for providing us with someone to talk to, for giving us advice about school and life, and unlocking our educational potential, For the classes that taught us all we know, that are like our old favorite songs. We may not remember right away all of the lyrics or the projects we did, just like those songs, but as soon as they come on, we can sing all of the lyrics without thinking. As soon as a project is named, we can remember all of the details and everything we learned. Thank you to our club advisors for donating your time before and after school and during lunch to allow us the opportunity to become part of clubs. For me, and I'm sure many of my classmates, we wouldn't be the people we are today without these clubs. They gave us the chance to make a difference and to enjoy the things we love with our friends, and to be part of a family. Advisors, you helped us plan events, handle paperwork, and solve problems we thought we couldn't. For that, we are grateful. Thank you to our families for being the familiar faces in the crowd at family award nights. Thank you for being our personal cheer team whenever we accomplished something and reassuring us when we didn't. Thank you for traveling great distances just to see us and attend events such as today. Thank you for all of the nights of games, movies, and just being together. Lastly, and most importantly, thank you to our parents who have been by our side with support since day one. This is the final high school event you'll ever have to attend for us. As much as you may love spending your free time in a crowded cafeteria, those days are no longer. Thank you for pushing us to do our homework, no matter what lame excuse we mustered up. Thank you for doing your best at helping us with math, even though you may not have known what was going on. For listening to our excitement about various curricula day after day. For driving us to after-school activities, volunteer friends, and friends' houses to study. Thank you for providing a loving support system we could rely on when we felt like giving up or dropping out. Thank you for providing advice time and time again. To our friends, thank you for enduring high school with us. Thank you for all of the sleepless nights, spontaneous adventures, and weekend plans. For being there for us, no matter what. To my classmates, thank you for becoming a second family over these past 4 years and teaching me humility. Thank you for helping me realize it is more important to count your blessings than your problems. Thank you for being one of the reasons to get out of bed and go to school every morning. Thank you for 4 years filled with laughter, quirky moments, and many, many memories to take to college. Together, we made it here today. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Daphne. Now I'm honored to introduce the class of 2017 speakers selected by his peers to present today. Solomon Broughton will be pursuing life as an entrepreneur after high school. Please join me in welcoming Solomon Broughton.
Woo! All right. All right. Thank you. All right. We're finally here after a record number of snow days. Shout out to Washington State for calling a state of emergency because there is no way that we are going back. All right, let's do this. My name is Solomon Broughton. Some of you might know me as Solomon.Sets. Don't worry, this speech isn't about marketing myself. It's for us, the Delta graduating class of 2017. First off, I want to say thank you for choosing me as your class speaker. It's actually pretty cool up here. Thank you, friends and family, for coming here today. Another thank you, we can't forget the teachers. Thank you for putting up, oh my gosh. Thank you for putting up with us for 4 years, with late turn-ins with papers, repeated questions that have a simple answer, showing us what it's like to be stressed out after deadline after deadline. But really, thank you for how much you've helped us with grow into adulthood and become successful people of society. In the beginning of our high school career, it felt as if we were going to be here forever. We started to bond and build friendships over being confused about what it meant when Mr. Hendricks would make a scene about being in the industry. Vicente throwing a magnet in the workshop window and breaking it, but convincing the teacher the wind caught the door, and the one time Elise blamed us for stealing her phone, but then later found it in her backpack. As the years went by, the stories stacked up. Cruz accused of stealing Miss Hoffner's clock. Oh, man. Marcos kicking the leg of a chair through the wall and Bailey getting into trouble for it. We all remember when Derek dressed up as Catwoman for Halloween, which he topped this year with his belly dancer costume. There are so many more experiences I wish I could get to, but for everyone's sake, especially Dr. Rodriguez, I won't tell you any more stories. Many of these memories were made at the old campus, the old CBC building to be exact. The building that had 3 separate roofs, roofs that were too hot to handle, too cold to bear. And who could forget the random people coming onto campus, which resulted in several lockdowns. But Delta isn't the old building. It's not the new building either. It's what all these memories have in common, us. Delta is not a building, it is the people inside. We are all different in our own ways, and we build our own culture in this tiny high school. Our triumphs were our triumphs, and our messes were our messes. From the one and only man that doesn't care what comes out of his mouth, Kanye West. Memories have to be our most painful blessing. Sometimes they're not fair or hurtful, but fun and amazing. While we've had some painful blessing together these last 4 years, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Well, maybe 10,000 Instagram followers? Nah, thank you.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce our final speaker of the evening. Mrs. Sarah Pack was selected by the class of 2017 as this year's honored faculty speaker. Mrs. Pack served as the English teacher for the class of 2017 during both their freshman and their junior years, as well as advisor for many of their capstone projects this year. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Sarah Pack.
Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. I promised some of you I would put that poem in my speech, but for most of you out there, you'll probably need the backstory. That was Fire and Ice by Robert Frost, and it is the shortest poem in the Poetry Out Loud anthology. So it was, of course, the poem everyone wanted to choose for our annual poetry project at Delta. I eventually banned this poem, not because it was the shortest, not because I had memorized it from hearing it so often, or that I find the rhythm slightly annoying, although I won't lie, I was tempted for those reasons on several occasions, but because every student who had attempted failed to articulate a theme that accounted for all the details and be successful with the assignment. I know many of you asked for this poem because you appreciate the irony and the humor of reciting something I wouldn't allow you to recite. But strangely enough, when I thought of all the things that I could say, all the advice that I could give you, all the wisdom that I could share, my mind kept coming back to the words in this poem. So today, I will give you one last lesson, one last lecture. My interpretation of Fire and Ice. Like every good pack 1-2 punch, we have to start with the context. It is said that Harlow Shapley, a renowned astronomer, inspired this poem. Shapley recalled that after giving a lecture, Frost approached him and asked him how he thought the world would end. Shapley replied that the sun would explode and incinerate the earth, or the earth would survive and then freeze in deep space. Despite being written almost a year afterward, this poem seems to begin in the moment immediately following this encounter. The poem begins with a speaker who, like Frost, is contemplating the end of the world, and 2 possible options are presented, fire and ice. But the words like tasted and desire and favor, which are used when contemplating a fiery destruction, characterizes this ending as an impassioned and ravenous blaze. At first, the speaker prefers that fleeting yet fervent fate to that of the slow and bitterly cold destruction of ice. But then suddenly, the speaker's tone completely shifts. For me, this shift hinges on the word perish. This word is critical. It doesn't seem to be there as just a fancy way of saying death. After all, perishing is much different than a simple death. It's usually reserved for a death that's violent, sudden, untimely, and those details could all be easily dismissed as logical descriptions of our sun exploding. Except that it seems to make our speaker take on a more cautious and rational tone. And in that more sensible reflection, the speaker concludes that ice can also be a profound, intense, and equally effective way to go, despite being slower and perhaps more painful. This shift from a precarious and impulsive tone to a more rational and cautious tone, and what I know about Frost's common themes about time, leads me to conclude that this poem is really about the fiery passion of youth and the ruminations of old age. It is about two versions of experience that never coexist because they are separated by time and circumstance, yet they are still always connected. When we begin this poem, Frost puts the speaker in what some call a moment of tangency. These are those moments that will make us contemplate what could be one day in the future, and that will ultimately, one day in the future, make us contemplate what could have been in the past. These are the moments when time ceases to feel like a linear progression, when the past, the present, and the future all seem to fold in upon itself, and we linger in a moment that is ambiguous today, but that in our mind, we know will become a memory which will mark one of the many times in which the entire arc of our lives have shifted. Moments like the one we linger in now. As I speak, time is folding in upon itself. You are sitting here in your caps and your gowns, your honor cords and stars, all symbols of your past 4 years with us. But you are quiet, and you are still, and you are suspended in the gravity of the present. But your mind knows that time is still moving on. You're aware that this will become a memory. And in that thought, there is a part of you that already seems to be old. That future you, looking back at this moment right now, who knows that this will mean something different in the future than it does right now. You're not the only one in this room experiencing this right now. Your loved ones are experiencing it too. They're snapping pictures of you today to capture a fleeting moment and convert it into something tangible that you can take with you to tell the story of your life. And ultimately, it is something that they can keep to comfort them when they ache to return to a moment when they still woke up to find you sleeping soundly in your bed. They know they can't fit this moment in that picture, but that is not going to stop them from trying to keep the feeling of this moment from ending. Maybe that's why we start to look for a deep meaning in the end of something. And like Frost, contemplating how it will all work out in the end, we find ourselves back in the beginning, remembering what was, wanting to relive it, to journey to the end again, but this time slower and more sensibly, even if it is more painful the second time around. That's the funny thing about experience, both wanting to live it and hold on to it. To have a part of you that wants to know how it all ends, and another part wanting to enjoy the thrill of a first time. To want to absorb every detail, and another part wanting to put the pieces together to see what it all means. And like the poem, The beauty of experience is in its brevity and its ambiguity. This moment will end, but the meaning of it changes the longer you look at it. Every year, you will be a new you. Every time you look back, you will have a fresh context in which to see it, question it, and bring to light new truth. And in a way, this moment never really ends. Your older self will breathe new life into this memory. And what is perhaps an ordinary detail today will have morphed into something extraordinary, because your past, your present, and your future are always open to interpretation. Thank you for the memories that you have given me, and thank you for letting me be a part of your memory today. Stay safe, stay sober, and be excellent to each other. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite our seniors to make their way to the stage. I would also like to invite Superintendent Dave Bond to the podium to present the Kennewick School District graduates.
Good evening. Vice President Hezra Kinsley and members of the Kennewick School District Board of Directors. The Kennewick students here today have met all the graduation requirements, standards, and policies as set forth by the Kennewick School District Board of Directors and the state of Washington. It is now my great honor and pleasure to present to you the Kennewick graduates of the Delta High School class of 2017. Please come forward and receive your diplomas.
Gabriel Elijah Adamson.
Jackson Carlton Dean.
Daniel Nicholas Aronson.
Derek Sears.
Clarity Sovereign Grace Botu.
Vicente Daniel Castillo.
Daniel Christian Combs.
Eric Leal.
Brandon Jens Harbo.
Bailey Ann Ford.
Veronica Ulrich.
Mila Roberts.
Andy Liam Kenworthy.
Christian Jesus Zavalada Garcia.
Ciara Wallace.
Chase Daniel Riley.
Maxwell Rutherford.
Kylie Brianne Tollison.
Garrett Zebulon Coy.
Zachary Thomas Mead.
Ryan Gregory Rocheleau.
Isaac Francisco Barahana Ayala.
Brenda Lopez Frias.
Brody Tanel Garcia.
Eris Cosette Waters.
Daphne Susan Euler.
Congratulations to all of our Kennewick graduates. At this time, I would like to invite Superintendent Michelle Whitney to the podium to present the Pasco School District graduates.
President Scott Lehrman and members of the Pasco School Board of Directors, the Pasco students here today have met all of the graduation requirements, standards, and policies set forth by the Pasco School District Board of Directors and the state of Washington. It is now my great honor to present to you the Pasco graduates from Delta High School's class of 2017.
Daisy Cardoso.
Jocelyn Yvette Tene Huerta.
Jennifer Nomi Teni Huerta.
Caesar David Arcidiega.
Leonardo Ramon Orozco.
Layla Melkick.
Danielle Lorna Bradley.
Riley Isabella McPherson.
Anissa Garcia.
Maritza Garcia Para.
Michael S. Sizemore.
Connor Ronald Mitchell.
Cruz Margarito Cuellar Jr.
Eduardo Pimentel.
Adrian Josiah Diaz.
Diego Manzo.
Eduardo Garcia Jr.
Luis Contreras.
Stephen Alexander Alvarez Perez.
Branson Elliott Barrett.
Marcos A. Uriostegui.
Crystal Denise Romero.
Bailey Devin Ellingford.
Anthony Franzosa.
Zoe Lansing.
Albert Gutierrez.
Danny Sanders.
Sean A. Blank.
Daniel Sutton.
Ruben Andreas Garcia.
Congratulations to all of our Pasco graduates. At this time, I would like to invite Superintendent Dr. Rick Schulte to the podium to present the Richland School District graduates.
President Richard Janssens and members of the Richland Board of Directors, the Richland students here today have met all the graduation requirements, standards, and policies as set forth by the Richland School District Board of Directors and the state of Washington. It's now my great honor and pleasure to present to you the Richland graduates of the Delta High School class of 2017.
Olivia M. Coleman.
Emily Beth Peedy.
Savannah Faith Follett.
Elise Gabrielle Tartar.
Jade Alexandria Noggles.
Tiffany Louise Thompson.
Leah Catherine Snyder.
Elizabeth Wells.
Grace Ignolia.
Darcy St. Martin.
Sarah Tiemens.
Zoe Marie White.
Damon A. Solso.
Jaden David Hampton.
Brendan N. Angelo.
Asia I. George.
Skylar J. Minor.
Henry T. Lugo.
Elizabeth Sapphire Larson.
Braden McKay Barnett.
Zachary R. Etherington.
Zachary J. Allen.
Christian N. Leone.
Seth T. Edmondson.
Tamara Oriana Doroshuk.
Ruvim V. Grunchuk.
Alex A. Tonthot.
Solomon J. Broughton.
Sanjay Paul Phillip.
Congratulations to our Richland graduates. Graduates, please rise. You may now move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your cap. School board presidents, School Board Presidents, Ms. Adams, Mr. Lehrman, and Mr. Janssens, honorable members of the Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland School Districts Boards of Directors, Superintendents Bond, Whitney, and Schulte, Delta High School staff, students, families, and community members, I now present to you the Delta High School graduating class of 2017. Congratulations!
Each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you. Hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And if it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I can almost see it. That dream I'm dreaming, there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want.